Where is my cell phone? Why, are you expecting a call from a lady friend? I need to get on the horn and get on Johansson and Duchesne and tell them that the season has started and they need to start putting the puck in the net. Preds lose 4-2 to the Carolina Hurricanes inside Bridgestone Arena Monday night. In a game the Preds probably should have won, seeing as they outshot the Hurricanes. If it had not been for James Reimer, they probably would have. But alas, the Preds just didn't bury enough chances. You can get opportunities, but you have to bury the chances. This is the first back-to-back regular season series for the Preds this shortened season. And 38-year-old Pekka Rinne, fan favorite of seasons past, is getting his first start of the season over UC Saros, who played great in his first 2 games. And Rinne is hoping that he can teach his son that dad still has a trick or two to show off up his sleeve. Rinne makes a great save on a 2-on-1 early in this game, and he has shown he has come to play. The penalties were chippy in this game in the first period because 2 consecutive times the Hurricanes took a penalty that gave the Preds a power play, and shortly thereafter into said power play, the Preds took a penalty of their own, making it 4-on-4. Overall, 5-on-5 was much more entertaining to watch than 4-on-4 or any power play was. Late in the first, the Preds get another power play, and fortunately for them, they don't negate it by taking a penalty of their own, but they still can't score. And the first period ends scoreless, Preds outshooting the Hurricanes 12-7. Preds don't score on that power play that carried over from the first period and start the season 0-9. Not good, Bob. And then 5 minutes later, Josi carries it into the Hurricane zone and gets it over to Victor Arvidsson, who makes a great deke to deke out James Reimer, but can't back it home. Hopefully, it's just a matter of getting the Jovelines' legs under them to get them going and get them scoring at the clip we all know they can for this team to play well into mid to late May. Svechnikov would open the scoring for his Hurricanes, and fortunately for the Preds' reputation of being completely outmaneuvered, it wasn't a fancy stick trick like we're used to seeing from him. But unfortunately for those who are keeping track, that is now the 3rd straight game the Preds have allowed their opponent to open the scoring. It was going to catch up with them eventually. You have to take the pressure to the opponent and make them take the chances to tie it up after you have taken the lead early. Fortunately, at this moment in the game, the Preds still have enough energy in them that it doesn't take very long for them to tie it up, as it is Mr. Reliable, number 9 in your program, maybe number 1 in your heart, Philip Forsberg, in his 3rd game with his 3rd goal of the season, number 169 on his career as a Pred, and it's 1-1. The man is on pace for a 56-goal season. My goodness me. Second period ends with the score still tied at 1. Preds pick up the pressure in the 3rd period as Cousins has a great chance to give the Preds a lead, but he rings it off the right goalpost. Shortly thereafter, the Hurricanes make the Preds pay for not taking the lead themselves, and the Hurricanes take the lead right back as Vincent Trocheck gives the Hurricanes a 2-1 lead. Preds get another power play gifted to them with Brady Shea in the box for the Hurricanes, but again the Preds power play continues to struggle. And what happens yet again for the Preds in this game? When they can't score on one end, the Hurricanes take the puck the other way, and Svechnikov sets up Aho, and Rinne has no chance, and it's 3-1 Hurricanes. It only took 10 opportunities later on in the 3rd period, but the Preds finally get one through on the power play. Hopefully it's the first of many and not another 10 until they get their next one, as Johansson sets up RV, hammers it home. Victor is pumped up. Preds seem hungry as they surround him and congratulate him on his first goal of the season, because he's worked so hard in the first 2 games against Columbus, and at times with this game against Carolina, and the Preds have reduced the lead of the Hurricanes back to 1 again. After that, as the Preds press for the tie for the second time in as many games, a Preds player gets waved off of a face-off circle as Duchesne has clearly won the face-off, but the ref waves it off and makes him do it again and kicks Duchesne out of it. If fans were allowed in NHL arenas, and I'm not saying there should be, this is not a debate on that, I'm just saying if they were right now, after those two performances by the refs on Saturday against Columbus and tonight against Carolina, you know a segment of the fan base would have been chanting at the refs for this controlling and wanting to be the show by the fans chanting, "Refs aren't the show." One last chance for the Preds to tie it late, but Ellis can't get it by Reimer, who has been stupendous for the Hurricanes in this one. Preds pull Rene, but it's all for naught as Niederreiter puts it into the empty cage and the Hurricanes win this game 4-2. Yes, you can't win them all, Preds fans, but let a game like this serve as a reminder of how important it is to open the scoring in a game so you can control the tempo of it, as well as how important it is to win the first game of a back-to-back against the same team. So tomorrow, you're not having all the pressure on you not to negate your great start against Columbus by losing 2 games in a row to Carolina. I suspect, rightfully so, that UC will get the start tomorrow. He'll be strong and ready to go, hopefully really fresh to pick up his boys who will obviously be tired after a game like this one. And then after tomorrow night, the Preds will be off until Friday and Sunday for a double in Dallas, assuming those games haven't been postponed because of Dallas's COVID situation. We shall see what happens. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. You can find my social media by clicking on a channel name below. And as Jack Buck would say, we'll see you all tomorrow night.